A Vincent Maggard production.
Hey guys, it's Vincent. Today I'm going to be showing you guys the basics of building a GUI using GTK. Now GTK can run under Windows or Mac, but generally you're going to run it under Linux. If you're using a Debian or an Ubuntu system, I'm going to put a command to run in the description of this video, and you'll be able to run that in a shell and be able to install everything that you need to run GTK connected to Python, the python-gi-cairo bindings. But anyways, let's get started, guys. So, first of all, you need to go ahead and import this. This just imports GTK, and this right here actually sets your version that you want to use. I'm going to say I want to use GTK 3.0. So, GTK, I forget what the current one is, but it's GTK 3 dot something, okay? Anyways, and now if you come here, we got a function. I already recorded this video once, so this is just me going back over what I've already typed. But so I have a test function here. And I have this test function set up so that when it's activated, it says the button has been clicked. And then down here, I have a window object. I have a button object. I've added my button object to my window so it's displayed. And I've connected my test button's clicked event to run the test function. I have got my window object connected to the destroy event, which means it's going to when the window is closed, when you press the X button, it's going to send the destroy event. And I have that set up to go to gtk.main_exit. When that goes to gtk main exit, that's going to go ahead and stop the gtk main event loop, which is down here, which keeps the window displaying. And I'm going to show my window by using window object name .show_all. So without further ado, let's try running our application. And if I press the button has been clicked, and you can see I can press as many times as I want, and it continues to say the button has been clicked. And I can close my application, and all's good. So, what if we wanted to, say, add 2 buttons or something at the same time? Well, for that, you need to have what's called a layout. And so I'm really quickly just going to make a second file here, gtk_2.py. And I'm going to copy all this over so that way you guys get an example here with a layout. So this layout that I'm talking about, the layouts is how you can lay out different things in the window, as the name implies, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to make a grid layout. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this around a little bit. I'm going to make a grid. Okay? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a grid layout here. And so what we're going to do is gtk.grid. Okay? And there we go. We have a grid now. And so our grid will allow us to place the items in the window in a different way, allowing us to grid it out in effect. So let's do that. So first of all, what we're going to do, we're going to come down here on our grid object. We're going to go .attach. Okay. Now, attach has 4 methods, or 4. It has 4 things you need to pass it, 4 parameters. Okay. So if we come over to layout containers and grids, your first is your. It has 5 parameters. I said 4. Sorry. The first one is your child. That right there is what GTK widget you want to go ahead and place in that particular location. So basically your button, your label, whatever it is you're displaying, right? Then you've got your column number. Okay. You've got your row number. You've got your width, and you've got your height. Okay. So let's go in here and let's fill this out. So first things first. We're going to take our button and we're going to place it on row 0, column 0, and it's going to go ahead and take up 1 row and 1 column in size. And now we run our application. You can see our window still displays the button and it still works. But now here's the difference, right? Now we can make a second button. So let's do that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to say click me again. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to add this right here to a different place on the grid. And now, let's run it again. Click me again, and see we got our 2 buttons now, right? on top of each other. So if I press the other button, the button has been clicked. Say they both now do the same thing because I just linked them to the same function. And there you go. That kind of gives you some basic ideas of how you can grid stuff out. And I think it's actually pretty cool. So like, again, you've got your columns and everything. So for example, I could change this. So instead of being in row 1, column 0, it's in row 0, column 1. Meaning it would be next to the other button instead of on top of it. See? And there you go. Now our buttons are next to each other. And so you can see how this could easily be used to build some pretty intense GUIs pretty quickly, right guys? So this just kind of gives you a basic idea of some of the things you can do with GTK. We can also add a label. So let's go ahead and do a demo of a label. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to do the label in a different way. So you can actually, if you don't need stuff to be writable, you don't actually have to make an object for it. You could just do this. And so we're going to just say this is a test, right? This is a test. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to set this to row 0, or sorry, column 0, row 1. And now, look, we have 3 things on the screen. Right here, we have our first button, our second button's over here, and then our text is directly below that. Pretty cool, right, guys? So this just gives you guys some of the basics of using GTK. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to be doing another video about GUIs in the near future. I just wanted to kind of get you guys interested in how they work and some of the things you can do with them. Thanks for joining me for today's video, and I hope to see you guys a new video in the near future. See you guys.